So today I'm going to be showing you, in my opinion, the two best formations and tactics in the game. Both pretty similar, but a little different in different ways. So hopefully you enjoy. If you want to see more videos where I offer like multiple tactics in the same one, do leave a like for me. Any questions, do let me know. Subscribe for the best tactics on YouTube, and let's get into it. If you need the cheapest FC25 coins to build your super team, then check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 8% off. Okay, so we're going to start off with what I currently enjoy using the most. It is a 4-2-3-1. I have done a tactics video of this fairly recently, since the patch on the channel, but a lot of you guys will not have seen it. So this is how we line it up. We've got an advanced forward. We've got two shadow strikers on the left and right cam. And essentially what you're doing here is you are turning this into a bit of a 4-2-1-3. Because, you know, that is a very good formation in this game. But the way we set it up, when you put the deep line playmaker CDMs like on build up, both of them, they act sort of like as box to box. Like, it works very well. The shadow striker on the outside cams, the reason for that is to force them to make those runs in behind the fullbacks. That is the issue with like narrow formations in this game, in my opinion. You don't get the same like counter attack and in behind whip that you do on like a 4-2-1-3, but having the shadow striker on the outside cams actually does sort of fix that up. You've obviously got like your back four intact here. It's very similar to a 4-2-1-3. Like I said, I just like this. I like having the three cams. I think it works very well. There's certain situations, because the only real difference between this and a 4-2-1-3 is the fact that you've got the three cams. So you can just attack a bit more narrowly. If you're someone like me, who likes to use the driven passes, quick passing, your players are just a little bit more tucked together when you're attacking. And I find that that works really well. This has always been like a staple formation in FIFA/FC. It just works. Like the 4-2-3-1 will always be good. It just has everything you need in a football video game for it to just be effective. You know, you've got your back four, you've got two CDMs which protect the defense, which is massive. You've got three cams to help with your actual link up and creating the play. It's just very good all round. You can keep the ball in it, you can defend well in it, you can attack well in it. It's a very good all rounder. In terms of the actual tactic, this is what I'm currently using. You can call me a madman. You may be spot on there. It really doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but what I'm trying to say is you can change this based on your playstyle. So for me in champs, I'm here to just get at people. You know, I'm getting into games and trying to get them out of there as quickly as possible. But if that isn't you and you're not as comfortable with like your defending and you don't want to play a high line, you can drop that, you know, even to like 50 depth. Like, you really can. A 4-2-3-1 is naturally quite defensive. So that is how I line mine up. The other formation that we have got to look at, of course, there is only one other that it can be if we're doing a video on the best formations in the game. It is going to be, any wild guesses? Is a 4-2-1-3, and what we'll do is we'll actually set this up together, and I'll tell you why this is arguably, for most people, this is the best formation in the game. So I'm sure you've seen and played against this in champs time and time and time again. What makes the 4-2-1-3 so good? Well, similar to what we just looked at in our previous setup, obviously you have the two CDMs. Most people that I've seen, like high-level pro players, they're running the 95 depth. You're going to want two deep line playmakers on the build-up. The thing with this formation, which makes it so unlike others, and I'm not sure whether EA have like just completely messed up like the coding on it or whatever, it's the way you can counter attack in this. You soak up pressure with the two CDMs and your back four, and then if you win the ball back, you know, even in your own half or around the midfield, you just have your inside forwards making crazy runs for through balls in behind. It is so easy to counter attack people. It's a very low level required to use formation, in my opinion. You can be not very good at the game and cause people a lot of problems. So the advanced forward, obviously making the runs in behind. You're always going to want inside forward. Most high level players prefer roaming here because it's just the way they position themselves. Like, it's just very, very effective. I always like Playmaker. Shadow Striker I wouldn't recommend because I actually feel like you don't want your cam making runs in behind in this setup. You actually want your cam there to receive the ball in the pockets of space and find the through balls in behind to the wingers and striker. Classic 10 is another option. I don't really notice much difference, but some people prefer that. You've got your two deep line playmakers here. And then what I think is quite important is you want to make sure that your fullbacks are actually just sat there on defend. Because, like I said, one of the main things with this formation is you're not actually dominating games unless you're just way better than your opponent. The idea in this formation is counter-attacking and using the whip. So you soak up the pressure, with your 6 defenders here alongside your keeper, and then you're just counter-attacking with your front 4. That is how you're sort of setting it up. Unless, like I say, you're a high level player and you're playing like the crazy press and stuff. Then it's a little bit different. But for the most part, it's just about hitting people on the counter, using your cam to link the play up. Obviously, your deep line playmakers, when they're on build up, they're going to be getting involved as well. And this is just, for most people, it is the best formation in the game. But whether you want to play my 4-2-3-1 or this one, hopefully this has got you guys covered. I promise you when I say there is no formation. I don't care what people say and what videos are being uploaded. They're not better than this 4-2-1-3. Like I've said, I prefer playing in a 4-2-3-1 at the minute. But I think the 4-2-1-3 is quite unanimously the best formation in the game. But I hope you enjoyed. If you made it this far, please do leave a like. I appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next one. And peace.